Hi, I'm Bryn of MyLifeGPS.com, the life coach that helps you get from where you are to where you want to be. Today I want to talk about turning lemons into lemonade. The other day I was visiting a friend actually, and she recently had a foot surgery, and she lamented to me that she was so frustrated with having to rely on others because she was fiercely independent. I know a lot of us can relate to that because I myself am a very independent person and have often felt like if it needed to be done, I would do it myself, and I prefer to do it myself. But I also started to think back to this summer I was at a camp. It was called Ultimate Leadership Camp. It's by T. Harv Eker and the Peak Potentials Training Company. Fantastic camp, taught me excellent leadership skills. And part of being a good leader is being a good follower. And the reason that is if you're always a leader in your life, you'll never be able to know what it's like to follow and really support someone. So part of that is having to learn how to be supported as a leader. So I thought about the first day of the camp, there was a woman who got injured almost instantly in the first exercise. It's a very physical camp. Well, she had to be in a wheelchair, and we had teams, and that meant her team would have to do extra to be able to move from task to task with her having this physical limitation. And she shared that as a mother and a wife, that she's always the one that's counted on. She does everything, and so she had to be reduced to a role where things had to be done for her. So given that recollection of that event with what I was talking to my friend about, the one that had the foot surgery, I think that life shows you your body. I call the body the truth teller, because anything you want to know is stored in the body, the truth. The body communicates with us without words. With pain or certain illnesses, lets us know that something's not going on exactly right, or perhaps we're pushing ourselves to certain limits that aren't healthy for us. So I thought more about it, and I realized that the body will show you ways, or happenings in your life will occur, so that you can highlight areas in which you may need to learn a lesson or something to bring to your awareness. So in both cases, both women were fiercely independent. They were typically used to being responsible and taking care of things for other people, but then they were now having to learn how to ask for help, to learn how to rely on others. And so I thought about this as a way to talk to my readers of my blog and any of my clients about how can you take a moment in your life that seems as if it's an adversity or an obstacle and turn it into a lesson or a challenge where you're going to overcome it and learn something about yourself in the process. So today we're just going to talk about that. In general, just think about where in life you're resisting blessings. You're resisting the flow of things, and how you can turn those adversities into opportunities, into blessings, into providence, which can move forward towards your destiny on this journey called life. So back to my friends, they learned that relying on others is actually a wonderful thing, and so they also got to see how people benefit from their generosity, from their being so independent and working so much for others on their own behalf and for the sake of those that they cared about. So in your life, there's ways and areas where you can do the same. I just encourage you to look at that, and each day allow yourself to ask for help, even when you don't think you need it. And this is particularly, I do want to give a slight shout out for men, because men are very strong and they're always taught to have it together and hold it up for the women. But I encourage men too, sometimes it's necessary just to ask for help to learn the skill, because it is a skill to be able to rely and work with others. And if that's one thing I learned from my leadership camp, is that it's a cooperative effort. The leader may come up with the plan, but it's all about getting everyone bought into the entire vision. And that means asking for help, and when it's not your area of expertise, relying on those where it is, instead of being stubborn and saying, hey, I can do this all by myself. So I've learned to cooperate with others. It's certainly been a lesson for myself, And I just encourage you, look at where in life you can turn your lemons into lemonade, because it tastes a whole lot sweeter. All right, so this has been a blog entry from mylifegps.com, and I'm Bryn, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.